research for my mood board, I geared it to represent the people that would be using the product. So as you can see here, you have either artists in the streets or service workers who need to fill out forms and documents. When conducting my research, I found that there are similar products on the market to my design. These products have a cover for writing as well as a storage bin underneath this cover to store documents. The difference is they don't have a second storage bin. As well, they don't swivel to open. The design criteria I set for my paper box went as followed. Must be able to hold paper on the lid without slipping off. Must have quick access to new documents. Have a place to hold a pencil for quick access. Interchangeable storage options for different users. And must pivot open in one direction. When doing my ideation, shape was not really the aspect I was exploring. It was more the hinge and opening possibilities. The box needed to hold 8.5 by 11 paper, so it needed to have a relatively square shape so not to waste materials. But I explored other options like a portfolio design as well. I settled on two final designs. The first being a file folder style that opened with a single hinge, multiple storage departments to store different documents. The second being the double hinge design with a liftable lid for quick access to new documents and a second storage bin for finished documents or other utilities such as pencils and markers. A prototype was made for each of the designs. The first one you see here is the portfolio style design. This has individual pockets for storage of documents. The second being the swivel hinge design. You can see the lid opens on the back end with the swivel hinge in the top right corner. After deliberating for some time, I settled on the corner swivel box, as you can see here in the final rendering. As you can see here in the detailed drawing views, this shows the location of the swivel hinge as well as the lid hinge. This drawing shows the possibilities for the second storage bin. The first being the pencil holder, the second being the paper holder. This has bungees that span the width of the bin, which you can slide the papers underneath and keep them securely held down. In this drawing it shows the locking system utilized to keep the two halves together. I used a simple buckle system found on most toolboxes. This is a very reliable system as well as a simple hinge to operate, giving the user quick access to their items. The final drawing shows the user interaction with the product. The drawing on the left shows the user lifting the lid to access new documents, while the drawing on the right shows the user sliding apart the two bins to get access to either their pencils or deposit used documents. A final prototype was now made from cardboard to accent the functionality and usability of the paper box. The first image here highlights the lid. This shows the recess in the lid that allows the paper to sit inside and prevent from sliding off. The next image shows the swivel system. This is the connection and pivot point for the top and bottom bin. This is connected using a simple nut and bolt system, which allows ease of removability. Here you can see the hinge system, which connects the lid to the middle storage bin. This is a simple pin system. Here you can see the lip and groove system I utilized to prevent the box from swiveling in two directions. Once closed, it gives a uniform and flush look across the side of the bin. On the lid system, there is another lip and groove, which allows the lid to fit into the middle storage bin and be securely held in place to prevent warping. Finally, here I show the pen holding system for the bottom casing. This gives the user the ability to securely hold pencils or pens without them rattling around. There are many possibilities for this storage bin, but I am only showing this one here today. I'm very pleased with my final design. It was an interesting design process and look forward to building it in our fourth semester. There will be challenges and hurdles, and I look to overcome them.